Hello guys, welcome back. This is the second part of our video, how to create a progress bar in a Swift UI. So in a first part, we create the design of that particular progress bar. In a second part, we create the logic using a timer. If you are not aware of the first part, so you can get the link from the description. Now get started. So here I am taking a variable to show the progress. So here I am just taking a progress value of integer type and assign it to 0, and also take a timer and when I click on start button, so for that I am just creating a function for that start progress, and inside that function I am creating a code for timer. Here I am using a timer.schedule timer with time interval. Here I am just using a 1 second. You can also take 2, 3, whatever you want, and I make it true because I want to repeat that block of code after 1 seconds until I stop the timer. Here I need to increase the value of a progress bar. Here there is an error because self is immutable, mark method mutating to make self mutable, because in a struct you cannot modify the properties. So what I need to do here, I am just using a property wrapper state, and now I can modify the property inside that struct. So the error is gone, but inside a closure, so I need to use self, and here I am checking a condition. If the progress value is greater than or equal to whatever the second dash you want to give, here I'm just taking 20 seconds. So here what I need to do, I need to stop my timer. So I am just using a invalidate function. Here you can check stop the timer from ever firing again. So I am using that invalidate function to stop the timer. So here you can check that the 1 is hard coded and 20 is also hard coded, so it is not good practice. So what I need to do here, I'm using a constant file, and here I just created a struct for progress bar value and give that value here. So I am just using that value maximum and interval time here. So what I need to do, just here using that particular value, I'm using that separate file from to get that value, because in future I need to change this value or modify. So I need to just go inside that particular class and I can make changes easily. So I just use here maximum. Here you can give the whatever you want to give, that seconds. After that your progress is finished. And here I am just creating another function that is called, when I click on reset progress. So what I need to do here, I need to set the progress value 0, and I also invalidate the timer here. and now the code is ready, and there is an error because I am not using it. I am just need to use that timer.invalidate. And for that progress value I need to use that value here. So what I need to do, I need to pass that value here. So I am just going inside that progress bar view, and here I am just taking a variable that I am passing from my content view class of integer type. So for that I am using a property wrapper binding to get that particular value. If you want to communicate between two views, so that's why you are using binding property wrapper. And here I am just giving that value here to show the progress. And you need to just write some logic here. So what I need to do here is using a value and divide it by how much time your progress is want to show. Just you want to show just for 20 seconds, so I am just using here 20 or 10 second. Here you can check the value 10 second I am set. So I am just retrieving that value here because the width using a CZ float, but the value is an integer. So what I need to typecast that value into CZ float, otherwise it gives an error. So now it's look quite good. It's something is missing, so I am just using here and a constant 2, and it's look quite good. So when I run it, oh, there is something missing because I'm not passing the value of progress value here. So what I need to do, I am just using that progress value using a prefix operator $, and I just need to call that button and also reset progress. We need to use self here. It takes quite time. So here you can check when I click on start, the progress is starting from the middle. So to fix that, what I need to do here, I just go on to the progress bar view, and here I am just using in a Z stack, I am giving some alignment leading, so it is start from the leading. So when I click again, here you can see that the progress is starting from leading. So, and you can see here the progress is stopped. When I click on reset, it's work perfectly. But here is some problem. When I click on start and in the middle I click on start again and again and again. So here you can see that there is something wrong. The progress text is quite outside of window. So what I need to do here, because I call the timer again and again, so before starting that I just need to reset that progress. So here what I am doing in that reset, I am just setting the progress value 0 and stop the timer. So when I click on again and again on start, so it reset the progress value again and stop the timer and then start again. So here you can see that when I click on start and just again click on start, so it get reset the value. So now it's working quite good. Hope you enjoy my video. If you think this is helpful for you, so please subscribe my channel and share as well. Thanks, take care and goodbye.